King David. God's mess up. Without God intervening in his life, King David should have perished like any other man in the Bible. But the Bible reminds us that, as it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. There is none who understands. Romans 3, verse 10 and 11. There is none who does good. No, not one. Romans 3, verses 12. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Romans 3, verses 23. No one is righteous on this earth. Every man has fallen short of the glory of God. The good news is that our God is merciful, and because of that, we are saved. And we should understand that it's not by our works, but only by that amazing grace. But God demonstrates his own love towards us, and that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5, verse 8. Amen. God called David a man from his heart. It's something to think about, right? The Lord has sought for himself a man after his own heart. 1 Samuel 13, verse 14. God saw this man's heart and saw that there was something special in it. Along his tenure as king, you will see David was a man who could forgive. God loved this famous king in the Bible. David came at a time when Israel was under the kingship of Saul. Saul came with the children of Israel, requested of a king. Instead of relying on God, they started making complaints to Samuel, saying, Then all the elders of Israel gathered together and came to Samuel at Ramah and said to him, Look, you are old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. 1 Samuel 8, verse 4. They have already forgotten who their king is. You see, people, we quickly run to make decisions without taking our time to think first. They are forgetting their past, which is the one that shaped them into who they are. They were leaning on their own understanding, which is the most dangerous thing to do in this world. We can't go nowhere with our understanding. Proverbs puts it this way. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. Proverbs 16, verse 25. Reality is that God is the one who directs our path. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. Proverbs 16, verses 9.